Hi, welcome back to Wallflowers. So today is my Wednesday grocery shopping. So as usual, I've done a price cost analysis, the item I bought, the cost, the price it would be in the supermarket and the savings. So let me start at the beginning. So today I found some lovely stewing steak. Now the food initiative, it's not actually a food initiative, it's a discount store we've been to today. We don't manage to get there very often, but we chose to go there today. So I found some stewing steak. It's lovely, nice and fresh, nice big chunks. I can actually cut down into smaller chunks, make pies, paniscouse, stews, casseroles, etc. Any meal I'd like to make, but it's stewing steak. And I paid £1 a bag for that. And it's 600 grams. Let me see. I didn't put it down. I think it's 600 grams per bag. I'll say paid £1 a bag, and I managed to get 4 bags. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've got room in my freezer for a change, so I can actually stock it up with a bit more meat. So I've paid £4 for 4 bags. Had I bought it in the supermarket, it would have actually cost me £26 in total, which is a beautiful £22 savings just on stewing steak. The second item is some Cumberland sausages. I bought 2 packs of those. I paid £1 a pack. Had I bought them in the supermarket, they would have cost me £3.25 per bag. So it would have cost me £6.50 for the 2. So it's a £4.50 saving. Wonderful. A little package of smoked ham, 15 slices. Now I've paid £1 for this packet. It would have actually cost me £2.25 in the supermarket, which is a £1.25 saving. I got some buttermilk chicken fillets. I've paid £1 for that pack. Had I bought that in the supermarket, it would have cost me £3. So it's a £2 saving. The last part on the meat is some beef mince, and it's 400 grams of beef mince. Now I've paid £2 for that today. Would have actually cost me £4 in the supermarket, so it's a £2 saving. Just have a close-up on the address on that, so if anyone local, you can actually see which discount store we used. So it's called The Bridge at Lee. Next item, an absolute blessing. So it's a 600 grams bag of Parmigiano Reggiano, Parmesan to us. Now I've paid £1 for that whole 600 grams bag. Had I bought that in the supermarket, that would have cost me a minimum of £15. There are variations in different brand names, and I've gone for the cheapest one I could find, and that would have cost me £15, so it's a £14 saving. Absolutely beautiful. I'll put some in a jar, and we'll use that for usage with a, what's the little sachet called?
The moisture
Resistant.
absorber.
Yeah, I'll put that in a jar with an absorber, and I shall freeze the rest of it. As we know, cheese freeze as well, and I can't see there being a problem with the Parmesan. Peanut butter, as regular followers will know, Oscar or I will eventually take a spoon to a jar, and we go through peanut butter quite a lot. And I normally, in the food initiatives, won't pay any more than £1 per jar. Today I managed to buy 3 jars for just £1 in total. So 3 whole jars for £1 in total. Had I bought them in the supermarket, this one in particular was Asda, it would have cost me £3.27 for those 3 jars. So it's a £2.27 saving. I bought a packet of Mars. Now locally we call these Mars bars. I've paid £1 for the packet. it would have cost me £1.75, so a 75p saving. And again, just like my custard creams, I'll place those in the freezer and dip into a cup of coffee, etc., suck the chocolate off, and they will be frozen. Some biscuits and things I like frozen, and it's no different with the Mars. I bought some Mr. Kipling fancies just as a little treat for the treat cupboard, and they cost me £1. And when I researched them, they're actually £3 minimum in the supermarket, and I was quite surprised by that, just for a little packet of fancies. So that's a £2 saving. Absolutely amazing. So the 5 lots of vegetables for £1. So the cherry tomatoes, absolutely beautiful little pack. 20p I've paid, would have cost £1.29 in the supermarket, so £1.09 saving. The hummus was just 50p, would have been £1.35, so it's an 85p saving. Organic baby potatoes, I've paid 20p, would have cost me £1.45 in the supermarket, so £1.25 saving. A leek, look at the size of that, a nice leek, that'll be tasty. Again, 20p, would have cost me 70p in the supermarket, so a 50p saving. And as usual, cut the bottom off, put it in the garden and wait for regrowth and get a free leek out of it next year. 600 grams of organic carrots. I've paid 20p for them, would have cost £1, so an 80p saving. So the potatoes are organic and the carrots are organic. Fabulous. Also got 4 onions for 20p, so 5p each. Would have cost me £1, so 80p saving. Today the bread that was available was 2 Jackson's loaves, and as usual they were free. Would have cost me £1.50 each, which was £3, so it's a £3 saving. Bear with me. Excuse me. 2 lovely little black cherry yogurts. That one looks like it's got a little dent in it. I've paid 50p each for those. They would have cost me 95p each in the shop, which is a total of £1.90, so a 90p saving because I bought 2. These packs of crisps, I just thought on the off chance we'll taste them. It's what I do quite regularly. Mr. Wallflowers and Oscar absolutely love the crisps. When we were researching them, Mr. Wallflowers found that they were actually from where? Harrods crisps.
And they supply to Harrods.
They supply to Harrods.
But they also supply to the Co-op as well.
The Co-op and Ocado, is it?
Yeah.
I paid £1 for the whole 3 packs today. Had I bought 3 packs of those elsewhere, Ocado, Co-op, etc., they would have cost me £5.40. So a £4.40 savings. So we're actually looking forward to tasting that because we're expecting big things if they're that expensive. In this box is 3 large vanilla slices, but I'm not opening them, they're going straight in the fridge, but they're quite big and they'll be delicious. So I've paid £2.50 for them. They would have cost me £3, so just a 50p saving. So everything you see here, all this lovely meat, fresh vegetables, and obviously the treats in between, and that amazing bag of Parmesan. Everything here, I've actually paid £19.80. £19.80. Had I bought this in the supermarket, it would have cost me £84.86. £84.86. So it doesn't look like there's a lot there, you know, but it's quality. Which gives me a grand saving of £65.06. Lovely jubbly. Now, a friend who visited not so long ago said, well, would you actually have picked these items up had you gone to the supermarket? Probably not all of these items I would have picked up at the supermarket prices had I not had food initiatives or discount stores available to me. But I would have probably had to spend that £86 no matter what I decided to buy, because the price range is expensive in the supermarkets. And what I say is, although I'm shopping in discount stores and in food initiatives, etc., the availability of what I'm getting, such as the parmesan, such as the beefsteak, such as different things you see throughout the hauls that I have, the major treats, and they're from shops that I wouldn't have access to, and I wouldn't be able to afford the price that they're asking for in the store. I couldn't pay £15 for parmesan cheese. I couldn't buy 4 packs of stewing beef at £6.50 a bag. I couldn't afford to do that. So maybe I wouldn't personally go out and lay that money in the shops, but because I can do it at a discount store or a food initiative, it brings it available to me. So we eat exceedingly well. We eat good cuts of meat. We have a varied diet, and we have that only because we have access to the food initiatives and the discount stores, and it's good quality food, you know. If you're not doing it or you're not aware of any, no matter what country you're in, no matter what part of this country you may be in. A lady said to me last week who lived in Ireland, we don't have these things available. Another lady said a comment yesterday, we live in New Zealand, we don't have these things available. Please just do a Google search. Please look for pantries, food initiatives, discount stores, and I promise you, you'll be really surprised. Sometimes there may be a travel out, and if you've got a reason to travel out to a hospital appointment, to work, to whatever reason, family visits, etc., whilst you're there, add it to your journey and go and visit these places. Sometimes they might be closer to home than you realise. As I say, I've been doing this for a long time now, and I have helped people in America, in Canada, in different countries, and within our own country.
And Australia, wasn't it?
And Australia. We've actually helped people find these stores that I use. You know, it's not just we're a deprived area in the northwest of England. These places are available. People like Tessie used to say, you know, the food truck will visit our local area, and it's available to everyone in the community. A lot of these places are not income related. It's not food bank food. It's available to the whole of the community.
Saving food from going in the bin.
It's saving from landfill. It's the overspill of what the shops have ordered, and people aren't paying those prices anymore. And there's a lot of surplus food. Rather than it going to the bin, it goes to food initiatives, discount stores, and if you can find which ones are available to yourself, you'll save yourself a fortune like I do. Let me know if it's something you discover. Let me know if it's something you've discovered over time since I've been showing you this way of shopping, because I'm really curious, because I love it.
Just to get that meat for £9.
That's it, mate. All that meat for £9. That's absolutely amazing, you know. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please let us know if this is something that affects you, or you can actually find it, source it, or are interested in. If I can help any further, I will. Thanks for joining us. Take care. Please remember you're loved, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.